What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through a client that was on a performance deal with our agency and show you how he drove $130,000 in revenue with only spending $6K in ad spend. So in this video, I'm just going to walk you through the campaigns, the strategy. I'm just going to kind of talk you through the campaigns and then, yeah. So let's dive into it. So this is the campaign for the month of June. This is the month that we are running these ads for them. We're not running the ads right now because the client is wanting to get away from pushing a lot of his courses, and he's developing software and stuff like that. So we're taking a break right now. But this is the campaign overview that we did. So if we look here on our website traffic, this was our awareness campaign that we brought in a lot of cold audiences. So we'll see that some of our initial interest targets was Timothy Sykes, which if you don't know who he is just like a famous, guy who promotes stock trading and how he's taking his students from rags to riches, right? So we thought this was a really good interest target to use because we know that people who were following Timothy Sykes would know about stock trading and be interested. And one thing about this course is, unlike a lot of the ones on the market, this is a very, very valuable and good course. So the word of mouth effect is really strong. So, it really does add people value and benefit, which is a really important piece. So the structure of this, we're trying to take people from awareness to engagement conversion, taking people from that have never heard about the brand to, eventually buying the product. And so the way that people a lot of times mess up is by just right away going to an interest target and trying to get conversion. So this is something we didn't do here. We only ran ads that were just promoting the client's lifestyle and how stock trading has been able to provide him freedom and drive the cars that he wants and be able to invest in real estate and give back to his family, all these lifestyle things appealing to people's hearts and feelings. To be able to look at him and just envision themselves there was our whole goal, and to also be able to build those remarketing audiences, which is the crown jewel of being able to use Facebook advertising. But you also see here this is pretty cool, is the fact that we were able to drive 25 conversions in awareness, which we didn't even really try to do. This was just really to fuel our remarketing efforts, so then we can just hit them on retargeting at the conversion stage. But we were actually able to drive 25 conversions here, obviously, and all of them for cost per action were under. So the course cost $300, and we even got it at $61 here, which is pretty powerful. And you'll see that right here, our strongest purchasers in the interest is our purchase lookalikes. So I'm going to talk about lookalike audiences for a second. So lookalikes, Facebook will. So we always do them off purchases instead of other, say someone who's just interacting with your post, you create a lookalike. We never really do that when we're trying to drive revenue because Facebook pulls that data. It'll take people who have converted in the past, create a persona of that person, and then give you a fresh audience. And we normally start with 1%, which can be up to 1 million people. And then we always start that at the top of our funnel. So I see a lot of people, they'll just take their purchase lookalikes and throw it straight into their conversions instead of letting that audience flow through their whole remarketing buckets from top to bottom on the funnel, which it normally doesn't work out very well. You always want to start from the top and just be able to create value, because just because they're a purchase lookalike doesn't mean that they know your brand and know your stuff. So that's one thing you should always do in structuring it. Then we also did low income because the course isn't super expensive. It's $300. And someone with low income would more likely be willing to, invest in themselves because they want to, be able to get to that, financial place in their life, right? And so also one thing is Facebook's taking a lot of the income targeting out starting September 1st, which kind of sucks. But, with all this Cambridge Analytica stuff, things have, changed. So, yeah, then this second one was we did people who are interested in trading age 16 to 24. And then now let's dive into our conversion. So a lot of these people, we sequence them into a chatbot, which we put them into a drip of giving them value, which is our engagement stage. So awareness is just getting people into the funnel, your engagement is like collecting, like giving value in exchange, like giving free value in exchange for like, say an email, or they sign up for a chat bot. In this scenario, we did both. We collected emails, and then we also signed them up for a chat bot, which we set them into a drip, which sent them like every day a different free training video of free value about stock trading, which gets people, for one, it gets them. If you think of a funnel, this is a cool like way to think about it. Think about it as like know you, like you, and trust you. So get people to know who you are, give them free content, right? So then they trust you. And then, give them free content so then they know you, then they like you, and then they trust you is whenever they buy, because people feel willing to give money to people that they trust, right? So if we dive into let's break this down by top end, right? Here's our main purchase conversion campaign that we had. And so we had 100 in this campaign. We had 149 sales. So we did a scrolled 50%, people who have made it to our landing page and scrolled 50% down. That's one of the audiences that we did. And this comes from the Connect.io pixel, which if you guys don't know about it, it costs money. But it's super, super valuable because it gives you a lot of different data sources to pull from that the normal Facebook pixel doesn't give you. And so you can be able to check people who visited, say, the landing page like so many times. Just a lot of different data sources that are super powerful for your remarketing efforts. And then we obviously did, website visitors here. This wasn't our main website visitors campaign. I'll show you the other one. But we had like people who are fans of the page because they have a large Facebook group. So we marketed a lot of those different people. People who've watched 10 seconds or more videos, which is powerful because, that you should use videos on Facebook because you can create your marketing audiences of people who've watched so much or more of that. We normally do 10 seconds or more. And then we did just a lot of these different ones that performed well. Let me jump into this other campaign. Right here, which you'll see our website custom audiences. This one, custom scroll 50% of landing page, people who have engaged, right? People who have viewed the sales page in the last 60 days. And then, we added all these different ones here, and they gave us some really good results. So I'm going to talk about also the performance deal. So my agency, House of Influence, we like to work with influencers and e-com brands. Most of the e-com brands we do on a monthly retainer. We run their ads. But then for a lot of these influencers that have courses and everything, they don't like the idea of paying like a flat rate because that kind of puts more risk on them. So if you have the knowledge and expertise to really drive revenue for people, then it makes sense to go for a performance deal, which the way you structure that out is by signing contracts that say, okay, so if we drive, so in this scenario, we drive 469 overall sales. 469 sales came through our pixel at an average cost per action of $13. That puts us at about like 280 because it's a $300 course, times 469, which is we drove about 133,000 in revenue. Only spending 6K ad spend. So you structure it, and we get paid a percentage of what's reported in our pixels, and then subtracting ad spend. So it really doesn't put a lot of risk on the client, which is good because if you perform well, then you get financially compensated. If you perform bad, though, then you lost out on that time. But doing these deals, there's a lot more work that's involved, but it's a good work because you just feel like enticed to really just come up with a bunch of different strategies to be able to get a lot of sales, help them grow their brand. Like we helped build landing pages, we set up chat bots, we did a lot of different stuff for them because of a rev share, because we're basically coming on as like their in-house marketing team and helping them out. So that's how I kind of structure that, guys. Let me know if you want some more in-depth videos on how to like actually structure a performance sales client, how to actually get those performance sales clients, and all the above. So this has been Elliot Drake. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more. We upload twice a week, everything online business, specifically social media marketing. So I'll talk to you later. Peace.